Bring Her Back is a sophomore film from the Filippo brothers who brought us 2022-2023's Talk to Me, which you think that movie was gritty and awesome. Let's just say that this film that just released is way more fine-tuned, impactful, and deeply disturbing. Let's talk about it. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Phantom of the India Review. I'm your host, Bird Dill. If you've seen this movie, you get that reference. We are on the journey of 4,000 subscribers by whenever the fuck we get there. We are so close, too close, and one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to sub everything you say to me. If you like talking to horror, mostly nostalgic, but lately we've been kind of low-key talking about, newer movies, because I've been going to the theater a lot with my homies, with my squad, like running through the theater with my woes. Where was I going with this? 4,000 subscribers. We're almost there, so if you want to hit your boy up and come chill and be a part of the community. I got some cool commenters. Check the comments in my previous videos. They either tell me I look like a crack weasel or that I'm cool. Come hang out and give me a shubby. I've been very impressed with myself lately because I've been going into all these new horror movies without any spoilers or trailers. And let's just say that this movie genuinely took me by surprise, and it is safe to say that it is the second movie ever, other than Talk to Me, that was also made by the same filmmakers, that I had to cover my face to watch and almost walk out of the theater. And I'm fucking 31. Why do I get so disturbed lately? I ain't no puss. I ain't no wussy. I ain't no coward. This movie was great, and let's talk about a few pinpoints why. No spoilers, I promise. First off is the dynamic and relationship between the two siblings, Andy and Piper. They had an abusive dad, and they have to move on to a foster-like scenario when something tragic happens to their father. And this movie deals with grief and trauma in a very potent and powerful way. I know a lot of times in horror movies lately, I was thinking this when I was watching it in theaters, I was like, some of the movies are dealing with grief. But that's not a bad thing. It's one of the most untangible and gut-wrenching feelings that everyone has. It's so relatable. It can be interpreted in any way, and it impacts everyone. Everyone is affected by a loved one passing away or something treacherous, so it's the most universal aspect of horror if you think about it. And Andy, the older brother, and his sister Piper bleed flawlessly into each other. You can really feel how much they care about each other. You can see how close they are. They got a little safe word that they say to each other. It's kind of along the lines of them being dead ass. If we say this word, we mean it. And so when they have to go to this foster home with this lady who is very respected, and she worked in caseworking for a long time, when she ends up not being exactly what you would expect, it's hard for everyone else to believe. It's like the boy who cried wolf. And during the midst of all this, she takes in Andy reluctantly because she wants Piper, but she has another little foster kid. I can't remember his name. I want to say it's Oliver, but I could be wrong. And he is creepy. A little kid. This little kid might be one of the best actors I've ever seen, and he's so creepy. And as the movie unfolds and as he progresses and more chaotic things unfold, he genuinely could give you nightmares. It was very eerie, and the movie is very ambiguous and it's fun. It's definitely dealing with some demonic shit, some ritualistic shit, but you can't quite tell, and this movie leaves it up for you to interpret. But also, my favorite thing is oftentimes in movies, there's always a character or two that they are the voice of the audience. You see through their eyes, and in this movie, you only see what they get to see, so you can only piece it together from the experience and everything around it. Because if you think about it in life, there are things that you only see at face value, and you can see snippets and imageries, but without it being spoon-fed down your throat, you don't know what's going on. And that's what I like about this movie. I didn't see the trailer, so I can't say for a fact, but I'm pretty sure the trailer didn't spoon feed the audience everything they wanted to see. I think I saw a snippet in the theaters a week or two ago, and I was like, that movie looks kind of interesting, and yeah, it's really fun. My favorite aspect of the film itself is the attention to detail with the cinematography, but most importantly, the sound effects. Even when the murky title of Bring Her Back comes in and you hear the deep water slushing, that's great. When you're close up on things, it's very awesome. There's this one character who's mostly blind, so every time it starts off with a frame from her perspective, you can see how she would see, it's blurry, crackly, and just very out of focus and uncomfortable, and that's what she sees. And they do make this one reference point in the movie where someone dies and they're you don't just die, you catch a plane, and that ties together beautifully throughout the movie. Every time she sees a plane, it's comforting. Her brother really comforted her and making her feel like she was okay and that death was okay. And there's just stuff that happens in this movie to characters that you really care about that really drops your jaw. And like I said, there was this one scene in specific that actually, I'm not kidding, like I literally looked at my friend and I was like, why the fuck are we here? Like, it was brutal, it was visceral, it was fun. The main girl, Sally Hawkins, I believe is her name, who plays, you know, the foster mother, whatever. One of those people that you love to hate. She's so violent, so vicious, so bubbly, and just, she irks your skin, and she really pesters Andy because Andy has issues of his own. He's done things in his past that he can't quite recover from, and she's like gaslighting him into making him think he's doing it again, but he really keeps his composure. Like, he never really breaks and never folds, and you really root for him, and you really like his sister Piper too, and you really want her to survive. And while they're in this house, they're pretty much being set up for a ritualistic event, and it's quite gut-wrenching, and it all just unfolds powerfully. It's kind of a slow burn, but it tells you great, deep details. It's very visceral. It's very freaky. And all around, it is probably the best horror movie I've seen of 2025. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Have you seen this movie? Comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Give me a thumber. Hit that ding-a-ling button harassing you, telling you, hey, it's me, I'm here. And I'm going to say it one time for the one time and two times for the oh, it's going to be a hell yeah. For horror, we're going to be back to the nostalgic shit.
Did I do it right?
And Stark and some other hombre, and they could not be more split personality than you could ever imagine.